IKEA, this ain't it. I'm Joe. I've been in manufacturing for over a decade, and I've overseen the production of millions of products all over the world. And on this show, we take apart pieces from your favorite brands, see if the quality is there, and I'll let you know if it's worth your hard-earned money. This is Industry Secrets. Welcome back. What do you got for me this week? Ortiende. IKEA. Is this like a stock thing that I normally have?
The only information we could find about it, besides finding it in the Toronto store, was that apparently it was from a streetwear collection for IKEA Belgium.
Okay, made in China. Paper sleeve. This is a US medium large. Okay, so I guess they're not doing many sizes of these. Extra fibers in there. Tissue's holding on for dear life. You're gonna see tissue in a lot of packed clothing for e-commerce. What it does is it protects the print. Oh, this doesn't feel good. How much was this?
Normally $50, but they seem to be trying to liquidate them for around $35 when we got it.
What is this? Come feel this. I think this is what they actually put on like their mattresses or like sofas and stuff. Like 100% cotton, made in China. It is a 2-panel hood. Did these come in other colors?
White and black. Oddly, no yellow or blue.
You know what, let's just go with it. It is a terry. We have a kind of like pseudo raglan sleeve. Here, it seems we have a rubberized print on the chest. Super wrinkly, but that's because it was in a roll. The sleeve construction is very interesting as well. It's just straight T-pose. I gotta try this on. Very rough, the fabric. What do you guys think? It's very green. I don't think I've ever worn something this green before.
It feels like a raincoat, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the sleeve construction, the way they've done it. Usually you can kind of angle it down a bit, so no one really stands like this. But it's a part of the streetwear collection, so they probably want a boxier fit. It feels like the Grinch. Yeah, obviously I have the kangaroo pocket. They did cover needle stitch. They do have a neck tape. Man, this green is really green. There's not a lot of loose threads. The seams seem pretty straight. They've pressed the shit out of these seams. So, because these are actually gonna stick out, oftentimes you're gonna press them. And I don't know if this is actually just from pressing or just being in such a tight military roll, but like there's remnants of the seam being folded over. I think that's actually just from the rolling. They tacked in the drawstring. Overall, like, construction's not bad, fabric's horrible. The longer I'm staring at this green, it's like, it's discoloring everything else that I look at. So let's cut this up. I'm gonna show you all the panel pieces if for some reason you wanna make a IKEA hoodie. But before we do, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on our socials. Oh, it's actually terrible. They did bar tack the pockets here to reinforce it. There's your pocket bag. There is the ribbing. There'd be the sleeve panel, the back, the front panel, very generic main label. The rubber print's pretty good quality. There's the other arm sleeve, 2-panel hood. There's the drawstring. So here are the panel pieces for this garment. You'll notice that the front panel and the back panel design are gonna be quite different than your traditional hoodie. That is because of the raglan sleeve. We have the hood panels here. This is a 2-panel hood that is self-lined. For the sleeves, it's an interesting design choice to go with a raglan cut on such a baggy, boxy hoodie. Typically, you're gonna use a raglan cut because the fabric actually stretches more in this direction than this direction. So by putting a raglan sleeve in, you allow additional mobility in the arms. I don't see a product like this costing more than 10 bucks to make in China. It's not a good product, basically. So for fabric here, honestly, I'm gonna have to give it a 3 because this fabric is just so scratchy. It's fairly lightweight, it's not pre-shrunk. You can kind of like see through it, so it's fairly loose knit. You know, if you have a gym membership and you like subscribe to their towel service, that rough towel feeling is what this is going to feel like on your skin. And that's just not what I want out of a garment that I'm gonna be wearing. Also, this green. For construction here, I'm actually gonna give it an 8. What I think happened is they went to a factory, and I think if IKEA approaches any business to work with them, let alone a garment factory, they're gonna get quite excited. They're gonna put their best foot forward. And what's gonna happen is the factory is gonna wanna do the best work they can do. So they're gonna output at least quality craftsmanship. But because they have to hit this price target, the only levers that they can pull are gonna be the fabric. And that's why the fabric is so shit. And you can even tell, the rubber screen print here is very clean, it's very square. The fabric is really just letting this entire garment down. For design, I'm gonna have to give it a 3. I really don't understand what's going on here. From the ill-fitting hood, the raglan sleeve, the fabric, these are all decisions that don't resemble what IKEA could have put out. The color choice here, this green, like, it's so hard on the eyes. It might just be my personal preference, let us know in the comments, but IKEA has such iconic colors with the blue and the yellow, and it's such a nice blue and it's such a nice yellow. Even if it was a meme hoodie, people would gravitate to that because it shows their love for the brand. This green on green tone, I really don't get like what's going on here, to be honest, with this color choice. They should have partnered with a fashion designer who has experience in developing products. This is what we do at Shift. We partner with brands, celebrities. They come to us with a concept. We figure out how can we best execute this within the fashion realm so that people love the product, people will always wear the product, people will tell others about the product, and it ultimately lifts the brand up. This is just not doing that. For value, how much was this again?
It's $50 MSRP, but we paid $35. I actually saw this like a couple months ago, and then we went back to go get it, and they moved it from like near the kids section to the like bargain bin area where they have all the used stuff. So I don't think that this was doing too hot.
Okay, so clearly nobody is buying this product. I'm gonna have to give value a 3 here. IKEA is really known as a brand where you get really good value for everything that you're buying, whether it be on the cheap end or on the higher end. I really don't see where this kind of falls in their product offerings. Everyone has like that kind of clothing that they wear when they're doing painting, some chores around the house, things that you don't mind destroying and getting dirty. That's what this is, like straight out of the package. So for the final score, check it out over here. We now have a list to see how it compares to the rest of the products we've reviewed at the end of the video. And be sure to subscribe because we have something very special coming up.